Hey, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It's the 8th of October 2021. I'm here to do a little bit of analysis on Ethereum. Before I get into it, of course, you all know this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research. I'm just giving my opinion on the market. If you need access to our Discord server, you can visit bitdoctor.org for all membership details. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chart here. So again, I'm only going to be focusing on Ethereum for this video. Just call it a little bit of a shallow dive. I'm not going to get too deep into this. This count I've had for quite some time, and really have no reason to believe that really anything else is going on. So I'm going to talk a little bit about all of the different fib pulls that I've got on here and my basis for all of these. So just kind of going all the way back to the end of 2018, the lows here in 2018 through June of 2019, where we had our dominant pivot low, we had our dominant pivot high, and we can all agree that we had a dominant pivot pullback, and it didn't violate this low back here, so we're good keeping all three of these points as a baseline reference for what is to come. Okay, so from these lows that we've created down here below $100, hard to believe $100 when Ethereum is currently at $3,600. We've got good signs, good indications that we've got a pretty solid impulse that's going on here. Really, it looks quite nice. Technically, it makes sense, which is what you really want to see. Now, of course, we're in the middle of a complex correction that has been going on since mid-May. So we've got this since this top that we created here, almost $4,400, somewhere in that range, depending on what exchange you're on. But from this, I can count a nice clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and even from here, you can see we've got, it's a nice clean from the bottom here. A nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a nice ending to that move as well. So we've got 5 waves in the 5th wave of the 1st wave, right? So that's what I'm counting this as. And then we've got our low here. We had our pullback. It was quick and it was swift. Okay, and then from there, we had a nice little 1, 2. We had a little contraction here. And then we moved up higher, right? So there's our wave 3, and then a steep pullback for wave 4, right? So laws of alternation, we had compression in wave 2, which is not common, but wave 4 was a steeper pullback compared to what happened in wave 2. Steeper pullback, and then we finished this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an extended 5th, which we would expect to see on kind of a, we'll call it a blow off top, and then of course we pulled right back to the last area that we were consolidating, which was right here in this range between, we'll call it between 1300 and 1800, and then of course that's when we broke out again, right? So this was about March of 2021. It seems like it was so long ago, but it was not that long ago. It was only 7 months ago. Okay, we're talking shorter than a pregnancy here that we've been consolidating up here above 2000. So right now 2000 is pretty strong support. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here, and we're going to talk a little bit about the correction that we are currently dealing with right now. Now, first things first, what we're currently in is taking a lot longer than this wave 2 that I have proposed here. So leads me to believe something else might be going on, right? It could be that this 3 belongs here, this 4 belongs here, and this is where Elliott wave gets a bad rap, because there is a lot of subjectivity that goes into this. So if this is the 3 here, and this is the 4, and let me just pull this up here, we'll get this 5. If this is the 5, then we've completed wave 3, which it could be. It very well could be. Okay? Very well could be that we've created this top here, but if that's the case, well, we're still looking to put in this wave 4. Whether we're looking to put in wave 4 on a lower degree, or we're looking to put in wave 4 on the higher degree, I believe very strongly that we are probably going to see the prices come back down to 2,000 before we go up to 20,000, okay? Because if we pull back to 2,000, then we go up to 20,000, that's a nice 10x from there. Nice psychologically even number. So logically, if we're finding that basis at 2,000, then I think that we will hit that 20,000 target. Now, I'm not talking about that hitting before the end of the year. I seriously doubt that's going to happen. But fact of the matter is, that target is sitting there. And that's where I'm looking for the top to potentially be in Ethereum, a move to about 20 grand. It could be that it has a little bit of a front run one way or another. If we push up and out of here, right? Because off of this low here, we've got a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4. We should get a 5, a fifth wave, potentially a push to a new high. I actually have a strong feeling that if that happens, we get that push up, we're going to get that rejection. We're going to see the inverted, or rather the head and shoulders, and then we come back down to the 382 before we see that move to 20K. I think this is what's going to happen. Okay? So it really depends on where this lands, where this goes. Ideally, we would see this go up to, potentially about 5,200, and that might happen before the end of the year. A move to 5,200, I would be looking to sell in about mid-December, just based on seasonality. That's what I'd be looking for. So it's very likely that we're putting in this fifth move, and then we see that more significant pullback. And maybe it doesn't come all the way back to $1,700, $2,000, but it certainly can. There's nothing that's going to stop it from doing that. Again, you're going to see, here in the future, and we could be talking about, the end of December or the end of January, seeing this sign that there could be an inverted head and shoulder. Now I'm on a 12-hour chart, so there's a lot that's going on here. But one way or another, what this looks like from here, you could definitely call that an ABC to finish a smaller correction there. And then we're working on this move up. This doesn't look like an ABC here. And let me just explain why that doesn't look like an ABC, and then I'll go ahead and wrap things up. So the reason why I'm not saying that looks like an ABC that we just completed, I'm going to measure it and you're going to see why. From this low, 1 or an A, 2 or a B, and what did we do? We went way beyond corrective targets, okay? When you're using Fibonacci, right, we talk about this all the time. Keep these targets on key here, right? So we've got dominant pivot low, dominant pivot high, pullback. Our corrective targets are the 618, the 100, and the 123.6 extension. All right? We blew through all those. We even blew through the 1618, right? So this is potentially a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish wave 3. Okay? You can count that pretty easily. Now that I'm on a lower time frame, you can count that pretty easily. Let me just go ahead and throw it in here so you can see it. From this bottom down here, you can count. We've got 1, 2, 3, some compression moving sideways, very indicative of wave 4, and then a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish that move. It's very clean. It looks very nice. And again, that's why I believe that we are in an impulse. And the 4 is in. I do believe that 4 is in, and then we're going up for wave 5. So yeah, I do think we go higher. I think it is very possible that we break 4,000. It is quite possible that we touch 5,000. From there, I'd be looking to get out, right? If Ethereum gets to 5K, I really strongly suggest getting out and then reaccumulating, because if you sell at 5,000, it goes down to 2,500, you can get twice as much Ethereum as you previously had. So that is a risk I would be willing to take, right? So we'll take it one day at a time when we get there, but that's my thoughts on Ethereum. So can that be an A, B, C, D, E for that wave 4 drop? And I don't know if you're talking about this wave 4, if you're talking about the larger. I'm assuming you're talking about this right here. Yeah, I'm not really sure. So let's talk about this on the Discord and talk about what the wave 4 drop potentially looks like here. And I suppose you may be talking about this consolidation. And again, this is just going to move sideways. It could be an A, B, C, D, E. Absolutely, it could. I think it's too early to tell. Personally, I think it's just too early to tell. I definitely think that it's very possible we get that resistance at 5,000, then we pull back, and we're just going to have to see how the waves work out as we get there. And so that's that's my thought. That's my analysis on Ethereum. If there's something you want me to take a look at, just throw a comment in the YouTube chat. I'll be more than happy to take a look at those for you. If you need access to our Discord, there's information on how to access the Discord at bitdoctor.org. And of course, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and good evening. Take care, everyone.